guys, I'm Allegra.
And I'm Waverly.
And today we are showing you guys how to make two different mug cakes. A chocolate chip one and a
brownie one.
Yep, so we will show you exactly how we like to make our mug cakes.
So without further ado, let's get on to the video.
So to start off, you're going to need a mug, butter, vanilla extract, an egg yolk, brown sugar,
baking powder, flour, and chocolate chips.
So what we do first is we're going to add 1 tablespoon of melted butter, and we're going to add it, just pour it into your mug. And make sure we get all the butter because we don't want to waste anything. Nobody wants to waste anything. Then you add 1 egg yolk, which is the yellow part of the egg, not the white. That's called the egg whites. You add the egg yolk. And no, you do not pronounce it yolk. Even though there's an L in it, you say yolk. Like it's basically, you're saying Y-O-K, not Y-L-K. So yolk, not yolk. Yolk. Because I've heard people say that and it's incorrect. So you add that in. Then you add your vanilla extract, which is a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add all that. Then you add your brown sugar, which is 1½ tablespoons of brown sugar.
Packed.
Yes,
Don't forget that.
Packed brown sugar. And don't worry, we've washed our hands. They are clean. We're staying sanitized. So, yes. Then we're going to need any utensil to just stir this all until it is roughly combined, which shouldn't take very long. So it is all mixed up. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it is all mixed up.
Okay, so next we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and 3 tablespoons of flour.
Yep. Alright. You shouldn't use your hands for that. Just use this.
And roughly 3 tablespoons of chocolate chips, but you could always use more or less.
Mm-hmm. Now we mix this all together until it is all mixed up.
Okay, so once it's stirred up, it should look like normal cookie dough, but maybe a little yellower. Mm-hmm. And so next we put it in the microwave and bake it.
For 1 minute. And after a minute, it does look a little wet, but that will go away. If you let it sit for probably another minute, it'll go away. But don't cook it longer than a minute because then you'll get it all dry. And also, one more thing, when you're stirring it, make sure you get all this, you stir it all up from the bottom and the sides so you have no flour clumps or anything.
So let's bake it.
So our mug cake is done, and that is what it looks like. And I know it looks a little wet, but that we're just gonna let sit for another minute. You don't need anything longer. Don't cook it for any longer than a minute because it'll get dry. And trust me, you do not want a dry mug cake.
Yeah,
I've done that before
a couple of times, and most of the time we've made it and we cooked it too long and it was dry, and it wasn't as good. Mm-hmm. And we finally figured out that we should just leave it when it looks wet. And it tastes so much better.
Because dry is horrid. It doesn't taste good at all if it's all dry and crumbly. Okay, moving on to the brownie mug cake. What we'll need is sugar, cocoa powder, flour, baking powder,
milk, oil, and chocolate chips again.
So how we start is we add 1 tablespoon of sugar. We add that. Then we add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Then we add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Then we add 2 tablespoons of flour. Add that. And now we stir it. Okay, now it is all combined.
And now we add our 3 tablespoons of milk.
3 tablespoons.
1 tablespoon of oil. It could be canola oil or vegetable oil.
We use vegetable oil though, because we just found it works better. Wow, great pouring skills. And last but not least,
the chocolate chips. It's about 1½ tablespoons.
Roughly. Again, you can add as much or as little chocolate chips as you feel like. Now we stir.
It's always the stirring. So we finally finished stirring our mug cake.
It is all combined, and now we're gonna cook it in the microwave
for 1 minute.
Again, it's just 1 minute, really simple and easy. And again, if it's wet, that's okay. You can let it sit for a little bit. Don't put it in the microwave for any longer, because it'll get. What were you doing? She was like, ding, because it'll get dry, and you don't want a dry mug cake. So let's get cooking.
Okay, so we just took it out, and it looks really nice.
It's perfectly and like a spherical shape on the top.
It's a dome.
Dome. Whatever you want to call it.
It's a brownie dome.
Yep. We typically serve these with like a scoop of ice cream or whatever you feel like serving with, and it'll taste really good. So let's try it. Cheers.
Wow,
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it didn't come out. I'm sorry. I feel like this is going to be way too hot.
First of all, mine is really yummy. You can see there's chocolate chips because the chocolate chips melt and it's so yummy.
That was really good. We highly recommend these.
Yeah, you guys can do this at home. It's really simple, really, really easy, and you don't need a lot of ingredients. So I know you guys can do it. So try it. We want you guys to try this.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave us like and subscribe.
And make sure to hit the bell button so you get notified every time we post new videos.
Or come back every Wednesday because that's when we release videos. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye!